How you doing, guys? It's old guy Jim here. Today it's about doing studs. Are you ready? Let's do this. Wait, where's my thumbs up? There it is. Alright, let's get it. Alright, before we get started, I made a video before this, and that sound was doing that clicking, popping thing that I can't stand and don't understand why it does it, so I'm going to talk really fast for this video. This head has been fully gutted. I bought a car, a complete 99 Honda Civic EM1, just to get this head and the transmission. Then I sold the rest of the car. That's all I wanted. I did make a video earlier. Like I said, it didn't turn out so good, and I did all these studs. These are 51mm studs on the intake side, and they have to be kind of thick on the intake side, and I'll explain to you why in a minute. 51mm long. There's the part number right there. They are, what are they, 1/8? Oh, wait a minute. No, they're M8 by 1.25 by 51mm long, and that's the part number. They had to be longer than stock, because stock don't cut it. They're way too short, because we're using an insulated Honda intake manifold gasket. That's the part number right there. Just screenshot it, do what you got to do. Let's get it out of here and have a look. There it is. They are fairly thick. They're fairly thick. Okay, and when you put that on and join that up with the manifold, which, let me grab that out for you real quick. I should have had this already out, but here we go. There we go. I can't even see where I'm going to have to put that. There we go. Okay. Yeah, this is the Skunk Pro Series powder coated black intake manifold. I waited 3 months to get this because they didn't have it in black. There's the 74mm throttle body. I don't know if I'm holding that too high or too low. There we go. 74mm 3-inch piping, which matches all my piping. And my intercooler is 3 inches in and out. That is their billet housing that Skunk sells, and it's a very quality unit, and I very much like it. It's a nice piece. So like I said, I just did all these studs, and I'm going to show you how and why I did them, but on the other side for the exhaust side, which I don't have in yet. These are stainless units from ARP. We're going to go with really hard units made by Speed Factory. Let me get the part number for you. There it is right there, in case you need it. These are titanium. And I'm going to show you how to clean the threads out to make sure that there's no junk in them, because when you, this head was redone by headgamesmotorworks.com. That's headgamesmotorworks.com. They're the one that did this head with the studs, with those studs, these studs, and all the head work. Everything was it's got Ferrera 6000 valves, 85-pound springs, which is plenty enough. Titanium retainers, all the head work I had done, the stud kit, everything came to like $2,100 to get it all done, and that does include this here. So let me get this thing flipped down here real quick. You can tell that those are the no, they're dished, so you know, lower compression, you know, turbo valves, what have you. I put all these in. I'm going to show you how to clean up the threads. Headgamesmotorworks.com does glass bead those cylinder heads. Glass beading is notorious for getting little pieces of glass stuck in the threads of the cylinder head. And if you jam a stud in there while there's a piece of glass in there and get it locked up, you're gonna rip the threads when you try to move it or take it out. It just ain't no good. So you guys know on the VTEC heads that these can get really torn up where your cams ride. So this one, actually, I think they had to weld up and remachine it. But I had them all redone, all resurfaced, all fixed. So if you got those grooves and scratches, if your fingernail catches, don't use it. Send it in, get the head done, get it done right, or you're gonna have problems. So anyways, I think it was like a couple weeks ago, what have you, I told you how I made a tap to clean these out. I'm going to show you that tap right now. Let's get it out here. There is a tap. This is the same size thread. You see the grooves down both sides? There they are. The groove there. You can see the groove there. This is just to clean the holes up. It's not a tap, it's a bolt. You can make these. You just slot them down each side with a cutting wheel. Get them nice and straight. Make sure there's nothing in the threads. Take a little wire brush, touch them up, and we're going to use this to make sure that those holes are clean. Because I don't have the tap, and you don't have to go out and search for a tap if you don't care to. You can just make your own at home. So let me get this head set down real quick. Get it lined up to where we can do it right. Here we go. Okay. Let's get into one of these holes. What you want to do first is you want to start this by hand. You want to start it by hand, very gently, very easily. If you don't think you got it in straight, don't go with it. So, okay, there we go. I'm screwing it in with my fingers. Let's see if anything is in that hole. On the other side that I just did, I started getting a lot of stuff was jamming up the tap that I made. So all we want to do is we want to take this down like this. It bottomed out right there, I believe. Yep, that bottomed out. So we'll just take it out. I'm basically just blowing them out with my mouth. I'm not out in the shop with my compressor. There's nothing in there, so we're good. There we go. Let's go to one more. I'm going to try to do this quickly because I ran way over time on my other video and my audio was doing that clicking crap, which I don't know why it does that. Looks like this one's going to be clear too, I think. Yeah, it's clear. There we go. Okay, let's go try another one. Trying to see if I can find one that sticks. Maybe they're not going to stick on the exhaust side. Maybe they're all going to be clean on this side for some reason. Yep, well anyways, I'm not going to put you through the pain of watching me do this. So I'll go ahead and pause the video and I'll get them all cleaned out and I'll come back to you. Okay, I just got a few more to go here. This is a B16A2 head out of a 99 Honda Civic EM1 SI. Want to know where the heads come from. They made these heads in 1999, and the A2 head, B16A2. They made it in 1999 and 2000 was the only 2 years that they made the B16A head PR3. This one is actually a PR3-4. So far, I can't believe that none of these threads here are locking up. On the other side, I had like 3 or 4 to where it went in like 4 threads and it just stopped. But this is actually just, they're all pretty clean on this side. I wonder why they were just I had a few just lock up on the intake side and not over here. Huh. Interesting. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, this one's locking up. Okay. This one's locking up. Let me get a little closer. Yeah, I can't turn it with my fingers no more. So work this just like a tap. Okay? Work it back and forth, go in a turn, work it back and forth, go in a turn, work it back and forth, just like you would a tap. And you can clean that head right, you can clean that thread right out. Just keep going until you feel bottom. Just like a tap. It's working just like a tap. And it's a very high quality bolt that I'm using in here. It's a very hard steel. I'm almost to the bottom. I can see where it's been going on the other ones. There's like a mark right there. There we go. We're almost there. There we go. Boy, that one does have a bunch of gunk in it, but it's cleaning up. Almost getting it. This is what you want to do at home. There, I just hit bottom. There we go. Now, with any luck, I should be able to take this out with my fingers because we just got done cleaning up that thread. And here it comes. No problem. There we go. That's all it takes. And there we go. I'm going to go ahead and get into the titanium from Speed Factory. I actually had titanium for both sides, but these were too short for the thickness of, like I said earlier, the Honda gasket, which is fairly thick, and the intake manifold that I just showed you, that's really thick too. So I had to get longer studs. They came in stainless from ARP. That's fine. So let me get this package open and I'll show you how we get those in there and what we do with them. Okay, I just dumped everything out into a bowl. There they are. They're extremely light. extremely light, and here we go. All right. I'm going to use just a dab of Loctite. Mitzi, quit chewing on your feet. That's my dog over there chewing on her feet. I'm going to use just a dab of Loctite on these, and I don't even tighten these down with I don't even tighten them down with a wrench. I just take them to the hip bottom. Just a dab of Loctite. That's a little much. Let me shake some of that off. That's a little much. There we go. Just enough to get in the threads. Go ahead and take it and get it started. Gently, carefully, make sure you got it straight. There we go. You don't have to use an Allen wrench. They do have an Allen wrench tip on them here. If you wanted to use the small Allen wrench to put them in. Is that focusing? That's focusing all right. But if you can take them down with your finger, just go to the bottom like that, and I just twisted my finger. You don't have to use a wrench if you don't want to. Just that's it. They got Loctite on them. They're not coming out. When I screw the bolt in, they certainly are not going to back out, and the Loctite's going to hold them in place. That's it for that. Let's take a washer and a nut. No, actually no, because I got to bring something out and test fit it later anyway, so I'll leave the washer and nut off right now. And I'm going to go down the line and just take care of all those just like that. Number 2, just kind of wiggle it around, get it straight, screw it in with your fingers. And there we have it. That's it. Titanium on the exhaust side, stainless on the intake side. 51 millimeters long here. I think these are 46. Not really sure. Fitment looks good. That's my 1320 top mount with the 45 millimeter second generation. What is it? Turbo Smart wastegate on there. Yeah, everything looks good. I got plenty of thread. Let me move this for you. Hold on. That's plenty of thread sticking out to get you. They got really thick washers. That's why you got to make sure that they're long enough. Really thick washers. And the 12-point nuts, which are really nice. There it is. Take it all the way up. See if I can get it to focus. There we go. Beautiful titanium hardware. That'll do it there. Okay, this is the 1320 top mount manifold that I bought probably, oh gosh, I'm going to say over a year ago. That's the, I love Turbo Smart. Is it Turbo Smart or is it Boost Smart? Turbo Smart, yeah. Yeah, Turbo Smart. That's the 45 millimeter wastegate that they make. Turbo Smart makes some very, very innovative and beautiful gear. This was the piece, I think I showed this to you before. I had to add this on right before it came out. I mean, the wastegate bolted on right here. There was a ring there, it bolted on straight there. But the problem was, when this gate was sticking straight out right here, it runs right into my radiator. Because my radiator has to be pushed over so much towards the center of the car because of my back door intercooler. It was running right into a gate, right into the gate. So we had that piece added by Greg at Go Auto Works, and he moved it back and down as far as we could get it, and now it clears the radiator. So that's it there, guys. You know, that's quality. This is beautiful. This is gonna work out great. I'll just finish up the video here. I'm at 14 minutes. I'll just throw these on while I talk to you. Yeah, this is pretty much all that I did this evening. I was out there sanding on the car earlier tonight because I think we're going to go to paint this coming Saturday. The date today is the 1st of November. Yeah, 1st of November. I got a birthday coming up in 10 days. Thank God I made it to 56 years old. With my cancer and all that, I didn't think I'd make it that far. I'm very surprised. and very pleased. But you see how I just tighten these down by finger with just a touch of Loctite. You ain't got to hammer them down. You know, it's a very small Allen wrench in there. And if you over tighten them with a little bit of Loctite, and after the heat cycle, you might not get them out. You probably have to use a pair of, you know, vice grips and end up ruining, you know, the threads and everything. It doesn't take that much, you know. We're not putting together a tank here. Just a boosted Honda. But also real quick, when I first started this car, when I first started this project, I had a budget of $13,500 to do the entire car. Okay, $13,500. I figured I could do the entire car. Well, I kept upgrading and going overboard with everything. I am at $17,000, and I need another. With what I have left, I need another $7,000 to finish the car. There is so much stuff that you guys have not seen yet. There's so much in that room back there, and everything, you know, looks like this. Here's another thing. I wasn't going to go with these cams. But you can build more horsepower under boost with aftermarket cams, and you can build more horsepower at a lower boost level with Skunk Stage 1 cams. There's the part numbers. If you guys are going to boost your B series, you know, whatever it be, get those cams. Those are the ticket to making really nice drivable horsepower. That's what you want right there. Intake and exhaust for it. Like I said, all this stuff, the 6,000 valves I didn't plan on. I was going to get a cheap eBay, you know, top mount. I wasn't going to get cams. I just kept going over and over because I started out with the project with 12,500 cash, and I just got on the phone and just ripped through it with Real Street. You know, it was gone in like a day. And since then, I put another 17. You see, 12. I put another 5,000 to 6,000 into it, and upgrading all the way. And you know, I got myself in a pickle now. I want it to be incredibly nice. You know, it's my last chance at a build, and you know, I just want it to be the ultimate. What can I say? You know, if this is the last thing I ever do in my life, you know, so be it. I mean, that's just, you know, that's the way it is. When I tell you guys that I run around in rags and I tape my clothes together, I'm actually not joking. These pair of shorts that I have on, these black ones, are the only shorts I got, and underneath the whole side and across here underneath is all that Gorilla Tape. That's what I got. That's the only pair of shorts I got. So my wife bought me these boots just recently because I was out of shoes. I was running around in slippers. So, you know, I'm sacrificing bad, going without a lot. The only thing that I can't go, you know, without is my medications that I need to manage my immune system for my cancer. But this is pretty much, you know, all I wanted to get done tonight is get the stainless studs on the intake side. Remember, if you're going to use the Honda phenolic, you know, thick gasket, so your intake manifold doesn't get heat soaked, make sure they're 51 millimeters long on the intake side. That is the intake side, yeah, bigger valves. And for the exhaust side, they are titanium. They're very, very hard, and titanium manages heat very well with very little expansion. So I figured it'd be a good idea to go that right on there. But remember how I said to clean out the threads. Make yourself a tap. Yeah, get focused. Yeah, make yourself a tap, and you know, clean the threads out with a tap that you made. You should be able to, when you're done, you should be able to run it in and out with your hands. This is a stock stud. By the time this went in, as you can see, let me get it down there. By the time that went all the way into where it's seated, it was way too short to fit, even with just the Skunk 2 intake manifold. You know, the thickness of it. I don't think the ones on this side are much longer. Let me take a look. They might be just stock length. Yeah, they pretty much are on the exhaust side. And I got plenty of room. You saw me test fit it. So yeah, everything's coming along pretty damn good. And I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you for stopping by. I got another video. I think I got one video out, you know, for every day and 3 days in a row. And I really do appreciate you guys coming by. Throw some comments down below. Thumbs up, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I still don't know what it does for you, but cool. I honestly don't. I don't have any idea. So if you know what it does, just put it in the comments down below what the benefit is of people liking and subscribing. I really don't know. So anyways, all right, I'm out of here. This is Jim. Peace out, and I'll try to get another video out tomorrow. Thanks for stopping by, guys.